Hello, Avatar fans. Welcome to our panel today. We are very happy to have you all here and excited everybody waited online. You all showed up here. My name is Eric Coleman. I'm the Vice President of Animation for Nickelodeon. Which means I've had the pleasure of working with Mike and Brian since the day they created this show, and with the crew, everyone, in making this amazing show over the last couple of years. We are really excited to be here because this is the place where we actually get to meet with you, the fans of the show. And you guys are amazing. You came down to San Diego, you waited online for this panel, you show up in costume. Every year this panel is fantastic. In preparing for this panel, I wanted to check out the message boards and see what the fans were saying about today's panel. Came across these two messages which I loved. One simply pasted the description of the panel, and then on the bottom a fan wrote, "This is the best day of my life." Which is just a great thing to see. And then there was another message that simply said, "I hope the moderator doesn't suck." So I thank you for your concern, whoever that fan that's out there, and I will try very hard to not suck. I want to start things off here with a congratulations to the Avatar crew, the cast, and all the fans. Avatar was just nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award.
I just heard that yesterday.
And I want to thank all of you on behalf of the crew for your patience, your support of this show. New episodes are coming in September. The next season will begin September 21st, so we are all looking forward to that. And now let's jump in and meet our panel. First up, we have Bryan Konietzko. As I think you all know, Bryan is one of the co-creators of Avatar, along with Mike DiMartino, and basically one of the most talented and amazing artists I've ever met. So it's been a real pleasure working with him and having him here. Bryan's the co-creator and executive producer. Next to him, we have Joaquim Dos Santos, who is one of the directors. As you all know, the show, it looks amazing, the way it moves, the way everything about it, and we have Joaquim and the other directors to thank for that. Aaron Ehasz, who is the head writer and co-executive producer, was supposed to be here, and at the last minute he could not make it, but we are very lucky that we have Katie Mattila to fill in. Katie is one of the writers from the third season, and she can represent on behalf of the writers. Again, as you all know, the writing on this show, I think, is what sets it apart from most, and we're thankful to the writers for that. Next, we have D. Bradley Baker. You just heard a little bit of his performance. He is a voice actor like no other. I know you have all heard his work. It will be a real pleasure to see him in action today. And last but not least, we have Andrea Romano, who is our voice director. And she brings out the wonderful performances in Dee and everyone on the cast. So let us jump right in. As I mentioned, Mike DiMartino could not be here, but we have a brief message from him because he wanted to say hello. Let's roll that.
Hello, Comic-Con 2007. I'm Mike DiMartino, co-creator of Avatar, and welcome to the Avatar panel. Unfortunately, I can't be there with you today, but I brought a special guest to say hello. This is M. Night Shyamalan, director of the live-action Avatar movie.
Hey guys, we're working really hard on the Avatar movie, and we can't wait to show it to you. It's going to come out real soon, and it's going to be some amazing bending going on. We've really been working really hard on that to blow you guys away when it comes out. So see you soon.
All right, guys, are you ready to see some clips from season 3? We got a pretty cool trailer for you, so let's check it out now.
I've always known that I would have to face the Fire Lord, but now I know I need to do it alone.
You brought this on yourself, you know. We could have returned together. You could have been a hero.
I will never, ever turn my back on people who need me.
So, there's a little bit of proof. Thanks, guys. So there's a little bit of proof that I know it seems to you guys that, you know, it's been a while since new Avatar episodes have aired. You must think we're all on vacation, hanging out in Tahiti. But we've been working, all of us, very hard. And there's a little bit of evidence. And to show you some more evidence of that, Joaquin and I are going to go through some of the artwork from season 3 and show you some cool stuff. So, you know, everything starts with an idea, and so we have some concept sketches. And, you know, this is the fire season, so Sung-hyun Oh, our supervising director, you know, he wanted to do a little concept of what it might be like. Some cool art by Ethan Spalding, one of our directors. You know, the Fire Nation is really a lovely place. It's a great place to vacation, and it's very hot there. It's on the equator, so you know, there's some beachwear ideas. You know, so we call this Cabana Zuko, you know. And you know, as you know, Aang. As you guys probably heard, Aang has hair for much of season 3. So Ethan was doing some concepts of what that might look like. And this is, you know, this one had a lot of votes. Now, there were some votes just to keep him bald. So. But in the end, we went with something like this, you know.
All right, so next up, we got some character sketches. This is some stuff that you'll definitely be seeing coming up in third season. We got Aang, and as you can see, the first image shows him with a belt that he later wears to cover up his trademark arrow. We got Toph, and everybody, as you can see, has got a Fire Nation motif because they're in the Fire Nation. Katara and Sokka. both looking very, very hot. And Azula's new kick butt armor. This is, boo. These are the firebenders, and the weather's a little hot over there, so even they kind of dress to stay cool. And here's some beach wear. This is how Azula and the crew relax. Ty Lee. Everybody's got to relax in the Fire Nation.
So, for those of you who were here last year, I'm really sorry I couldn't be here with you, but I was in Iceland, and I took thousands of photos that have all fed directly into the design of the Fire Nation, because I don't know if you know, Iceland is a volcanic hotspot, and so is the Fire Nation. So we did a lot of photos, and the design team has just been cranking out some amazing stuff. This is by Elsa Garza, our background supervisor. I'll show you a little bit of the process to make these incredible paintings. Behind every painting is a great drawing, or every great painting is a great drawing. So this is the Fire Nation capital city, and you can see it's this kind of volcanic, rugged landscape with this crazy moss and stuff. This is where Ozai kicks it. It's pretty nice. The Fire Nation indoctrinating camp, I believe, and there's a sweet castle. It's inside the sweet castle. And this is actually, in some cases, photos that I took fed just directly into the episode. And this is Gullfoss, a waterfall in Iceland that we used for a location in the show. I just love this background, painted by Brian Evans. Incredible drawing. Aldina Diaz did this drawing. So as you can see, the Fire Nation's kind of intense, you know? It's not a friendly, warm, well, it's warm, but it's more like hot.
All right, next up we got some storyboards, and these are out of continuity, so you might just see kind of random images, but it'll give you an idea of where we're going. That's Ty Lee relaxing and flipping her hair and looking so beautiful, and she's got nice little sparklies around her. And that's one of the boys on the beach that is scoping her out, and that's his reaction. That's Sokka taking a nap, and that's him scared of the dark. This is Sokka backing down, and you guys can take a guess as to who that is floating above him. I won't talk about what that is, but it's a cool scene. We got Aang looking kind of sick for some reason, and disgusted. Scary Azula flanked by 2 Fire Nation soldiers. And I don't know what the kids are looking at, but it's pretty special and pretty intense and pretty important. Katara being awesome. This is a guy named Ding, and he's an old man.
Old man Ding.
And he looks like he's doing a little dance from Thriller. We got Katara being awesome again, and my man down here with the awesome dual-wielding swords. That's for you. There you go. This is May being super cool. And that's Azula being Azula, showing off her tood. This is going to be a great scene that we have of Ty Lee doing some head running action and getting away from some people.
It's actually not Ty Lee, but I'm not going to tell you who it really is.
All
You'll have to wait.
All right, I had to lie. What's great about Avatar, as opposed to some of the other productions that I've worked on, is that we get to work really closely with the overseas directors and animators, and we actually, they actually do some boards for us. We work kind of hand in hand with them. So these are some of the overseas directors' boards that are just absolutely beautiful. You can see it's a firebender doing a big whip, and this is Aang getting freaked out by something. And you realize that he's waking up and sleeping face to face with a drooling Sokka. This is Sokka waking up and banging his head on a rock. And I love in this picture, Aang's got little kind of ferret arms right there. And this is Aang just completely exhausted and wigging out. And Sokka's reaction to his meandering banter.
So if you don't know already, on Avatar, to communicate with these great Korean animators, sometimes for specific scenes, either involving kung fu or some specific acting, we shoot video reference as just a really good way to communicate to these artists what we're thinking of. And we work with Sifu Kisu, who's a great Northern Shaolin practitioner and teacher. And he makes sure we get all this really cool, accurate, traditional Chinese martial arts. The video we're going to show you now has almost none of that. So that's why it's usually me in the frame. So check this out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And don't try this at home. Seriously. Okay, check it out.
Fire! Wang fire! This is my wife, Sapphire. No more school for you, young man.
Okay, this dance is based on the sprinkler, which waters grass. So it's like. Can you believe this is a job? So now Katie Matilla is going to show you some cool stuff from some upcoming Avatar comics.
So the Nick magazine contacted the Avatar writers, and they had a great idea. We feel like the fans have waited so long in between season 2 and 3 that you should find out what happened in between. So coming out in September, Nick magazine is going to be an all Avatar issue. And this is the cover.
This is by Lauren Montgomery, a great storyboard artist on Avatar.
Thank you. And these are just sort of some of the previews of what's going to be happening in the magazine. This is Aang and Katara and Toph and Sokka leaving Ba Sing Se, and this is the first time the group, needs to survive without Aang's help. So it's a pretty intense story. This is Zuko and Mai and Ty Lee and Azula. Sort of looks like Zuko and Mai are on a date, but I'm not sure. Possibly. And this is Bosco and the Earth King and Sokka exploring the world. And this is a very funny clip. There's also going to be a super deformed comic. And of course, a Momo comic as well. So I hope you check out the magazine. It's going to be out in September, and everyone worked really hard on it. And thank you.
All right, right now we're going to see Andrea and Dee work their magic. Woo!
It's nice to share. Hi, can y'all hear me? Hey guys, thank you all for watching our show. We make it for you. We make it for you. We're going to show you how we voice Momo and Appa and all the creatures that appear in this series. You're all pretty savvy about how cartoons are made, and typically we record the voices first and then animate to that. With the exception in this series of these creatures. We wait till the animation comes back, and then we do these voices with the fabulous Dee Bradley Baker. Give it up for Dee. When we do ADR, which is automatic dialogue replacement, it's called at the end of production, we work with what's called a 3-beep system. And so you hear beep, 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 and on the 4th imaginary beep, you either start talking or making sounds, as Dee will do for us. This first scene that you're going to see is Appa has been kidnapped, and with the exception of Aang, Momo probably misses Appa more than anyone. And so this first scene that we're going to see, and we're just going to look at it first, and you'll just get an idea of what the scene is. I'll describe a little bit for you what it is. So up, so we can go ahead and roll. And there's Momo missing him, thinking, where is he? Could he be there? What is this? I think it's his hair. Sniffing, sniffing, remembering the good times, being together. Hey, maybe that's him. Looks like him. Let me hold on to this. Go fly to find him. And, but it's just a cloud. I'm very sad. But look, there he is. Okay, it's all right. I see him. Oh, no, it's just a tree. All right. Here we go, Dee.
Okay.
Ready, roll it. And now we're going to show you what the piece looks like the way it aired. It's all mixed together with picture, Dee's voice, sound effects, music. This is the way it actually aired. This next scene that we're going to see is Appa, and because all of our creatures are always combined creature, it's never just a boar and a porcupine, but rather a borcupine. And so we're going to first just take a look at the scene, and then we'll move on and record it. Let's take a look. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Impact. Roaring. It's very hard to see you guys. I'm sorry. It's
Can we
quite
turn the
dark.
lights down so we can see the
Yeah,
picture a
that'd
little
be great.
better? We can't see them already, so.
There we go.
Bye, D.
Better. Great.
Do we have a spot?
And panting, panting. Ow, ow, ow. Got all these spines. Ow. Pull that one out. Roar.
Okay.
So let's do 2 passes of this. We'll do the first pass with D just voicing Appa. Can you see it okay?
Well, if I stand up here, or maybe not.
Or you want? Yeah.
It's just because
It's so dark. I know.
it's a dark scene, very dark scene. I think I could. Can you dim them a little?
Here we go.
That's
Go ahead and
good.
roll it.
That's fine.
And now let's run through it again this time as the porcupine. Yes, can you
Okay.
see him well enough? Give
Yeah.
it a shot.
And normally when we're doing this, after I've done the run of the first creature, I can hear it in the playback, so I can make sure that the second creature sounds different and doesn't like step on the first creature's sounds too much. Here we're not going to do it that way though.
Go ahead and roll it again. Never ceases to amaze
That'll do,
me.
pig. That'll do.
Never ceases. Now, let's see how it looked when we put it all together. All mixed music, sound effects. And that's how we do that. Want to do a couple things?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Which camera? This camera? This camera. Okay. Well, I'll show you what my face does when I make sounds.
See, if you back up and get into the light, like,
Oh, back up over
yeah,
here.
yeah, there you go. Like back behind the table.
I'm not well trained, am I?
Don't try this at home either.
A Scooby snack.
Your face will stick like this if you try it.
Okay, so Momo is not too grotesque. He's Appa, I close off my nasal chamber to give it more of a resonance. So it's a. Which doesn't hurt my throat. It doesn't hurt my throat to do it that way. What other critters?
Do you have any other creatures that you really like doing that you can remember? Any of the? Can you guys remember some of the combined creatures that we had? We had like turtle ducks. We had like.
Yeah, we request platypus bear. That's my
Platypus
favorite.
bear. Platypus bear.
Which one?
Platypus bear.
Oh, platypus bear. The one that lays the egg. I love it. It's like, that's a poop joke. That's great. That's funny. But it's a classy poop joke. That was, if I remember, it's a... It looks like I am laying an egg, doesn't it? That was for my bear, I think I'd... As opposed to... For Appa.
First time I met Dee, we were doing the pilot for Avatar, and when I was in Korea, I'd done a layout and decided to throw a bird onto Aang's head. And I went on the internet and grabbed this specific bird, and I met Dee months later, and we were doing recording, and he's like, "Oh, a kookaburra," and he is like, I was like, "Oh, you know that bird?" He's like, "Yeah," and he just, I think his answer was the sound. You pull the kookaburra out. It was 5 years ago.
I don't know what I did.
Oh. Anyway.
I think that's all the time we have for the beautiful Dee Bradley Baker.
All right, there have been a couple of golden tickets handed out to some of you. If you have received one of those, can you come on up to the stage?
Wow.
All right, I just want to give props to the season 3 Aang with hair. That's pretty amazing. I mean, they just released that DVD cover online like a week ago. That shows some dedication. I hope you didn't scrap a previous outfit in favor of this one. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, thanks.
All right, can we get one more round of applause for our finalists here?
All right, so it looks like, starting over here, stage, we got T Servant Uncle, I believe. Ba Sing Se Uncle. We got Princess Yue. T serving Zuko. I think we should get some kickbacks from the tea industry. I think they need to fund some stuff for us. We have, you know, this needs no introduction. You know who this is. It's pretty amazing. Seriously, guys, and I'm sincere, every costume here is incredible. We really appreciate the time and effort and talent. We got Toph. All right, Smellerbee, we got the Obscurity Award here. Very cool. Very cool, Azula here. I don't know if you can see behind the podium. We got Azula. I think this is Avatar Susan. And a very, very lifelike Momo. We should have been having that dance around while Dee was on stage. That would have been. Oh, and then this is the cutest one. We got Aang. Aang with this is tiny Aang with an even tinier Aang in his hand. Very cute.
Aang and Tebas.
So, We got to deliberate with my colleagues here. Appa. Now she can take the mask. She gets the grand prize, a very appropriate plush Appa. And some other swag. Oh, and some... These bobbleheads are not for sale. There was something that Mark Taylor at Nickelodeon had made for the crew and other various people. So these are handmade, hand-painted Avatar bobbleheads. Pretty awesome. And if you face them towards each other and twist their heads, it looks like they're kissing. It's really cute. Thanks everybody for the costumes. Seriously, even all the ones I'm seeing in the audience are amazing. Thank you for all your enthusiasm and energy and support. It's just staggering, and we'll hope to see you later at the booth. And thanks.
Thanks to Brian and the whole panel, and to all of you.
Well, thanks, guys.